We are here on the curtain making. It's taking forever, I know, but the thing is attached, the tape is attached. I have attached two big ones, the one for the sliding door. So as you can see, I attached the right one, the right side with the wrong side of the tape. So when you fold it, first I had to turn it again. It's like this. So when I fold it, I forgot the tripod in the house, so I'm holding the camera by hand. So when you fold it, it looks something like this. Okay, but remember what I said about wanting to hang. I want to make sure that this side, it's I'm able to hang it, and then it won't create the mess at the top, this space. That's what I don't want. When I'm done, I'm going to fold it like this. Fold it like this, and then it's going to look like this at the top, and then I will hang on this one. Ignore my fingertips, and I will hang on this one. So I need to iron this. Iron it like this, and then I'm going to be able to hang it this one. I don't know, I feel like maybe I should have sewn it here, like here, but I don't know, so that it's gonna, if it was here, it's going to be like this. No, but it won't look neat. It's not going to look neat. So yeah, I used a 1 centimeter, so I'm going to iron it like this, and then run a stitch here, like on here, to secure it. Hi everyone, welcome back to another vlog. This is a cleaning motivation. It is a clean with me, and I hope you are going to stick around. It was a 2-day vlog. It wasn't supposed to be a 2-day vlog, but as we know, life happens. So I started well in the morning, and then things didn't go according to plan, and then it overlapped onto the next day. if you live in a house that has more than 2 bedroom or more than 1 bedroom, are you able to clean your house? Let me just say more than 2 bedroom. Are you able to clean your house for like in one day at a go? Like not touching them, they like cleaning it thoroughly. Are you able to do that? Personally, I can. If I don't count the patios, I can clean it in one day. It takes me about 8 hours. I think I said this before. It takes me about 8 hours, but it also takes a lot out of me. So lately I've been doing not cleaning everything all at once. If I'm cleaning thoroughly the living room and I don't clean all the bedrooms and the bathrooms. So I'm splitting them in a way where I feel I do my own assessment and check where I need to clean the most, where in my house needs attention the most. And I feel like that has worked best in my favor because I'm able to keep it decent. Ne? My house, it's not a showroom kind of house. It's not a house that is perfect. It doesn't look perfect. It is a lived house. I don't know if that makes sense. You're not gonna come into my house and find it spotless. I also don't like it spotless. I don't know if that makes sense. It's clean, but I don't like sterile homes. I don't know if that is something that makes sense. I don't want to be in a home that feels and look like people don't live in it. I feel warmth, I feel coziness, I feel home when I feel, how do I put it? When I can see my husband's shoes there or Theo's t-shirt there, not laying around, but when I feel like it is lived, when you can see a glass in a sink, because I mean we are people, we eat, or when you can find a cup of coffee on my side of the table when I'm sitting down and watching TV. And probably because I'm that person who reuses my cup. I reuses it. I use my cup twice because I drink a lot of tea and coffee throughout the day. So, but I don't change a cup every time I go and make coffee or tea. I'll use it twice before I change it. So I can say minimum daily I drink about 4 cups of tea and coffee. I'll drink my first cup of coffee, and don't worry, I don't put sugar most of the time in my coffee or in my tea. It's when I'm craving it. So I'm starting on dinner, by the way. Since it's going to be a long day, I'm putting my meat on the stove and it's gonna cook over during the day on low. So it's gonna be a slow cook. More so because it was not defrosted properly. So I'm also taking time to. I'm also cooking it on low so that it can defrost slowly. So I was saying that what was I saying, guys? You see now, I lost my train of thought. But I was saying my house is lived. My house, I need to feel like it's lived. I need to feel at home. Oh, I was saying I don't consume a lot of sugar. So even if I have 4 cups, it's not like I'm putting sugar. I do have those days where I'm craving sugar. Don't get me wrong, I do. And on those days, I I make sure it's 1 or 2 cups. So I do have a cup of coffee when I wake up with milk around 6 a.m. latest, and then I will have another one when I take another cup of coffee around 9 a.m. when I take a break from whatever chore that I was doing in the morning. And then I will have another cup of tea with my brunch, and then I'll have my last cup of tea with after dinner, 8 o'clock. I have my 8 o'clock. Theo makes me a cup of tea at 8. It will depend. Normally it's tea with milk, or it's green tea or rooibos, but I'm not a fan of rooibos. So I was finishing up my last batch, my last dough of the pistachio and cranberry mixture that I've had, or dough that, or cookies that I made the other day. I made 4 cylinders, and each time I've been able to use one at a time, and these were so nice to have it at hand. They were very handy because I was able to make them when I felt like I was craving something sweet, or if there's nothing in the house to chew. So I was very, very happy with how everything turned out, or how long it has lasted me. I think I made this in January. I'm not mistaken. The old one is the one that got finished quickly. Yeah. So I finished the last batch, and it was delicious. winter is fast approaching, and I have started already to create my little stash of tea. And whenever I go and buy vegetables, I would come with ginger and freeze some. I'll slice it and freeze some, and whenever I want to drink tea, I'll take a couple of slices, brew it with tea bag, lemon and cinnamon, whichever flavor I want at that moment. And I'm just waiting for the citrus to be fully on season, and I'm gonna go to Joburg market and buy the sacks. Is it the sacks or the bags? Let's just say the bags. For I wanna buy lemon, I wanna buy grapefruit, oranges, and I also want to buy the limes, and I'm going to try and dry that, put it in an oven for a few minutes, and then finish it off in the sun. But I'm also waiting for the rain to stop, kind of thing, because I can go and get them even now, but I'm not liking the rain, guys. I think if I do it now, they will end up not be getting dried the way they're supposed to, and I will end up with rotten citrus instead of the dry one. So I honestly thought the rain would have stopped now, because the sun is getting weaker and weaker, and that's also going to be a factor when I am drying them. But we'll see. Anyway, I haven't whenever I feel like my cupboards are too sticky, this is not recommended. If you are cleaning for someone else, don't do this. Water on cupboards, not something that you should do. But when I feel like my cupboards are somewhat what we call sticky, if I haven't been able to get to them kanako, I will do this. But you have to work very quickly so that it doesn't have any impact on your cupboards, and your dishcloth must not be too wet, but it must have enough soap. So it's the best way to clean your cupboards thoroughly and make sure that they are cleaned properly. Another thing that I think works really, really well for me so far is not putting timeline on my cleaning. Um, you would have high palpitations if you were to find me cleaning. I am doing it so slow, and I am doing it at my own pace. I'm no longer rushing because I feel like when I'm rushing it, I get overwhelmed and I end up leaving it in the middle. So I clean so slow. I allow myself to be in the moment, to get lost in the moment, and I also allow myself to think while I'm cleaning. I allow myself to relax and not think about it as a chore, but think about it as a way to sort out my mind, and think about it as a way, like in a therapeutic way. Like I take it like it's therapy. I'm allowing myself to heal in that moment. And when I say heal, I don't necessarily mean that there's anything bothering me, but I've also come to realize that when you let your body, your mind be relaxed in a way, you find a lot of healing from that. You breathe, you can think clearly, and then the things that you sometimes think that they need solutions, or they are difficult to deal with, or whatever, you are able to find solutions when you allow your body to relax, and not do too much to your body, not stress it out. Because honestly speaking, guys, once you start stressing out your body, it reacts, and it doesn't always react in the most pleasant way. And then this technique, I think, I learned when it used to happen a lot or it happens a lot when I water my plants, and I would find myself like taking a huge sigh of relief or breath. Like I would, that type of a thing. And I was like, this is interesting, this is nice. And ever since I realized that watering plants does that for me, I've started watering the plants at least 3 times a day. I do have sprinklers and I do have drip system on some of the plants. I don't always have to take a hose and hose or and water the plant. Mara, it comes with a lot of relaxation. It comes with a lot of a fresh of breath air. It feels, the best way to explain it is how you feel when you wake up in the morning, right? And you go outside. That first breath of the morning, that's how it feels for me when I water the plants. And it also, I'm also training my body that even inside the house, it can be we can be in a relaxation mode. We can um do chores in a relaxed way, and actually enjoy that, and I don't stress myself. And I even found myself enjoying my house more than I used to enjoy it. Not that I wasn't enjoying it, but sometimes as much as I made the choice, or our family made the choice that I will be the housewife and my husband will be the provider, but chores can get in a way of actually enjoying your home, especially if you have a decent, no, what's the correct word? I want to say it right. If you don't have a small space, you know, if you have, like I said, if you have more than 2 bedroom house, then it can get a lot. It can get a lot, include laundry on that and cooking every day. Another thing is that because I because of some of my health consciousness, I prefer to cook at home more than we eat out. We do eat out, we do buy takeaway and all of that, but I limit it. That is my choice. It's not my husband, and it's certainly not yours. It is my choice because one, it is saving money, but the biggest one is I control what we put in our body. I feel like something that has been prepared already, I cannot control it. I cannot control how much sugar they put in. I cannot control how much salt they put in or what kind of fat they use. I can't control that. The other day we went out, and we haven't been to Billy G in a while, since before COVID, in Monte Casino. So we went there and we were like, okay, we haven't been there for a while. Let's go and, see if things are still the same. And I ordered, the first time, I'm a lover of mango and I also love orange juice, but I found that, and I also love apple juice, but orange juice and apple juice, sometimes it tastes like they've diluted it with water. So I never order them. I always order mango juice because you can't really tamper with mango juice, honestly speaking. The minute it starts looking watery, even if I say this thing is watery, you won't argue with me. So but my second time I was like, let me order something different. Then I ordered my second drink, I ordered passion fruit and lemonade. Guys, the amount of sugar that was in that drink, I make my own passion fruit and lemonade at home. It doesn't take like that. And I'm talking about store-bought lemonade, not the one that I made at home. The amount of sugar that was in there, I regretted it. I wanted water. Because now if you consume a lot of sugar, you don't get to enjoy the food really. So those are the things that I'm talking about when I say we control what we, not always that you want to limit, but sometimes you don't get what you paid for. I'll make another example. Yesterday we bought takeaway and then I wanted Burger King. I enjoy Burger King's patty, although yesterday it tasted differently. Maybe I'm growing old. I'm getting old because it tasted like cardboard. And then I don't like the McDonald's one as well that much. Not that I don't like it. It's not my favorite thing. It's enjoyable, but at the same time, I feel like it tends to be fatty. So me and Theo got Burger King and my husband got McFeast from McDonald's. And then he said his choice of drink was orange juice. And then he ate, and then large, mind you, he bought large. And then he started drinking his juice and he's like, why does this thing taste like water and sugar? And then I laughed. The reason I laughed is because previously we would even, like, we bought McDonald's juice, we would even go and just go buy that, ne? Especially if we are traveling. I would We would buy milkshake, and then large, and then buy the juice large, orange juice large. One, why? Because I love milkshake, and it's not something that I have with my meals. But if we are traveling and I don't like eating on the road, we will buy milkshake and then orange juice. Obviously, we'll start with milkshake, and the juice will be for consumption throughout the road. We would go and buy, we would go to McDonald's and not buy food, and just buy those things. Ha! And the other day we went and we actually bought food, and then we ordered orange juice. That was mid-COVID. It tasted like they literally put water in it. I'm not talking bad about them, but I'm simply saying those are the reasons that sometimes we don't eat out. So, but I also understand that things are tough. We stretch the little bit that we have. So yeah, and I reminded him yesterday that, remember the last time we went to McDonald's and we bought food and we ordered orange juice because it was our thing, how it tasted. I actually, and he was like, I forgot about it. I'm like, no, I haven't forgotten. I don't forget. I'm not buying orange juice from McDonald's anymore. But those are the reasons why I choose to cook at home. Sometimes it's to avoid disappointment, sometimes it's to stretch the back, most times is to control whatever we put in our body. Yes. After cleaning the kitchen, I actually took a 2 hour break and I checked my social media and napped a little bit. So once I was awake, um, I started wiping, and that was also the time that I dished up for my family. I didn't make lunch, so uh, food was ready, dinner was ready. So this was just before, it was around 4:30. Yeah, so they had early dinner. I think you can see right there on the counter, that's my pap. I let it sit there to cool down as I finished cleaning. And I do that sometimes. When I'm cleaning, I cook some things that don't need me to stand behind the stove, which allows me to focus on cleaning. If I'm not cooking, I'm baking. You know, if I'm not cooking, I'm baking. I make something that I can do while I'm busy. So on this day, I made bogobe ka morogo and beef, and that's what we had for dinner. I hadn't eaten yet here, but my husband and Theo were eating. I think you guys can see him outside there, and I'm actually now realizing that he's there. I need to blame him. I need to blame him because, with the phone, you can't really tell if people can see or people can tell. So I need to blame him a little bit. In the other, the when I was sweeping the kitchen and when I'm mopping, yeah, I actually didn't see this. And even if so, I was still gonna have to blame him because I wasn't going to cut this part or that part. It's a long part. So yeah, so I was just finishing up, and then from here I'm going to wipe the floors of the bathrooms. I'm not cleaning them, I'm just going to wipe the floors and then off the passages, and it will be end of day for me. And then I'm gonna now prepare my own dinner, sit down and wait for my cup of tea at 8 o'clock, take a bath, and go to bed. I actually take a bath before I drink my tea. I take a bath, have my tea, and go to bed. Thank you so much for watching up until this far. I hope to see you on my next video. I hope to see you on my next upload. And if you have stayed up until this far, kindly give this video a thumbs up, and I hope it has motivated you to clean some parts of your house as well. And share us out if you can. Kindly drop me a flower emoji in the comment section, whether it's a rose or even a tree, it's fine. Just drop me an emoji in the comment section. I really, 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 really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. I will see you on my next upload.